Hello students, so I am T. Ganesan, Department of BS1. Today we are going to discuss about the evaluation of expression and operator precedence. So first of all we have to know what is expressions, what is operator, what is precedence. Expression is nothing but the combination of operators and operand. So we have to know what is operator and what is operand. Operand is nothing but it is called as variable or the values. Operator is nothing but the mathematical symbols or called operators. And we have to know what is the meaning of precedence. Precedence is nothing but priority, that is which operator having highest priority and which operator having the lowest priority. So this is called as operator precedence. So that today we are going to discuss about evaluation of expression and operator precedence. Let's see what is the aim of the sessions. So student evaluate the expressions containing different operators using operator precedence. So in this session we are going to learn that is different types of operators and with operators and their precedence. And what are the objectives in these sessions? So we have to know how to evaluate the expressions. So for evaluating expression we have to know what is that precedence and what is the associativity of the operators. If you know these things, we can easily evaluate the expressions. And what are the outcomes? So if you learn precedence and associativity and how to evaluate the expressions, we can able to complete any kind of expressions. So this session introductions. So the concept of expressions, evaluations and operator precedence and associativity in C helps determining which operator will give given higher priority when there are multiple operators in the expressions. So if you take a single expression, if it is have multiple operators, and we have to know which operator have the highest precedence, that means the highest priority, and how we can evaluate the expression whether it is a left to right and the right to left. So associativity nothing but to traverse into the expressions. Operator precedence is nothing but the priority of the operators. So it is very simple things, we have to know this one. And if the expression contains multiple operators, so the compiler first evaluate that which operator have the highest precedence. It will be completed first. So that, and if you have any ambiguity in the expressions, so we can use the parentheses to avoid the ambiguities. So if we use a parenthesis, so it is more clear that the parenthesis having the highest priority or highest precedence to complete the expression first. So in order to avoid the ambiguity, we can use the parenthesis to evaluate our expressions. And so some simple description is given here. Definition of expressions. The expression nothing but the combination of operators and as well as operand. So I given a simple definition here. The expression consists of operands which are linked to each other by using operators to compute the value. So nothing but we have to compute the values by evaluating the expressions. And definition of operators. Operators nothing but it's like a symbol. The symbol called as mathematical symbols. There are different variety of mathematical symbols are available, like as arithmetic operators, relational, logical, bitwise, assignment and conditional, as well as increment, decrement. There is many more. And what is operator precedence? The precedence nothing but the priority of the operators. That means that there are different operators available in mathematics. So we have to know this one, which operator having the highest priority. That will be evaluated first one, and the lowest priority will be executed second. And associativity, it is nothing but the direction of evaluations. That means that we have to traverse through the expressions whether it is left to right or we have to traverse the expression right to left. So it is based on the precedence. When the expression contains same precedence, we have to decide the operator associativity. And these are some simple types of expressions. I given a simple arithmetic expressions, and we have to know this one, what is arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operator nothing but simple mathematics operators like a plus, minus, multiplication and division and modulo divisions. So I given a simple expression here, 12 divided by 8 plus 8 into 2. So in this expression we have the three different operators, and that is division, plus and as well as multiplications. So while evaluating these expressions, we have to know this one, which operator precedence is higher one and which is the lower one. And if you have this one same kind of peculiarities, that is same kind of precedence, if it is available, we have to know this one, whether you can traverse left to right or right to left. If it is same precedence available here, either we can traverse left to right or we can traverse as right to left. That is our wish only. So here I given as 12 by 8 plus 8 into 2. So here the multiplication and divisions, these both are having the highest precedence. So either this expression we can traverse as left to right or right to left. So first this division will be completed, after that the multiplication will be completed, at last the plus will be completed, because the plus is having the lowest priority compared to multiplication and divisions. Next, go to the conditional expressions. The conditional operator is called as ternary operator, which is having the three different operands. That means that first one is expression and colon, question mark, followed by expression 2, followed by colon and expression 3. So let us give simple examples here given as 2 greater than 3. If it is condition is true, the control transfer to, that is after question mark, that is true parts. If condition is false, the control transfer to after colon, that is a false part. So there are three different operators. This is one called expression 1, and this is expression 2, and this is expression 3. So totally we have three different operators, so it is called as ternary operators. And there is a relational operators. So we want to compare the different kind of operands, so we can use the relational operator. There are many more relational operators available, like as we know that already, yes, this less than symbol and less than or equal, greater than or equal, and double equal, that is called whether LHS value equal to RHS value, or we called as not equal. So these are all called as the relational operator. It is used to take the actions, nothing but we can compare two operand values. And the next one is logical expressions. Logical expression nothing but we have to use the logical operators called logical and logical or. So we can write as logical and, two ampersand if using, that's called logical and operators. And if you use two pipe symbol, that's called as logical or. And another one is exclamatory symbol, is called as a logical not. So these three are called as logical expressions. So these are some basic expressions and basic examples about expressions. Let's discuss about the precedence and associativity. Precedence and associativity of the C operators, it affect the grouping and the evaluation of operand in expressions. So based on the precedence and based on the associativity, we have to group the operands in our expressions. Correct? Because if you have that different kind of precedence or same kind of precedence available in the expressions, we have to conclude that based on the associativity. So at the time we have to group the operands based on the precedence and based on the associativity. And the next one, if operator precedence is meaningful when if only other operators are higher or lower precedence are present. So in the same expressions, we have that different kind of operators, either higher or lower, or sometimes we can get as two operands are having the same precedence, that is higher and higher, sometimes lower and as well as lower. If we have this kind of combinations, at the time we have to see about the precedence of the operator. That means that which is having higher one, that is will be evaluated first, and which is a lower one, that is will be evaluated as second one. And the next statements, expression with higher precedence operator will be evaluated first. So as earlier I said that one, the operator which is having the highest precedence, that means that highest priority will be evaluated first one and lowest will be evaluated at last. Next, precedence can also describe as word of called binding. So already we have discussed about the grouping, nothing but was one kind of binding. So here the precedence will give us, that means that highest precedence will be giving as tighter binding. That means that it must be completed first. Then, so we are going to discuss about this operator precedence table and associativity table with a different kind of operators. So I have listed the operators here as is, that is highest priority, lowest priority, and as well as each and every operator precedence and the associativity, nothing but how it can traverse the operators, whether left to right or right to left. Let's see about the table here. So these are different kind of operators which is available in the C programming languages. The first one is, we take as here in this table I have the three different column here, that is called as symbols. These all the symbols we can use in the C program, that's called mathematical symbols. Already we know about the symbols all, and these are types of expressions, nothing but types of operation, what kind of types, and this is nothing but associativity, that's nothing but traversed into the expressions, either you have to traverse as left to right or right to left. And in this table we have arranged all the operators higher order to lower order. So that means that we have arranged in descending order, this operator having highest priority compared to remaining all, so it is one is highest to one. That means that this priority will consider as 1, that is highest priority, and this unary is lower than this one, and this is higher one compared to additive, and this is higher and this is lower, this is higher, like that. So here we have arranged as descending order, starting from the first one, that is higher priority, and ending with the last one as the lowest priority. That is nothing but comma, that is the member separation operators. And here, suppose if we take any single rows, in single rows there are multiple operators available. Here we have that one, less than symbol, greater than, less than or equal, and greater than or equal. These are all called relational operators. So in the single row there are different operators available which are as nothing but these all are having the same priorities. So in column wise we have arranged as descending order, that means that highest to lower. In row wise all the operators having that same priority. Let me discuss about each and every one here, that is operator types, symbols, and associativity of the symbols. Let's go for this one. The first symbol we called as, that is, this one is called as array subscript bracket. This is called as array subscript bracket. So this one is having the highest priority compared to all the operators. So when the expression contains square bracket, it must be evaluated first one. That is called array subscript bracket. Mostly we can use for arrays. And next one is called as parenthesis. This parenthesis is nothing but functional parenthesis. Functional parenthesis contains that more priority compared to other symbols. So in expression when we have that parenthesis symbol, that is this we have the parenthesis, that is grouping parenthesis, it must be completed first. After that only you have to see about the other operator precedence. That means that other operator priority. And the next one is called as dot, that's called as period operator, and another name is called as member selection operators. So we have two type of member selection operators, one is that period one, another one is called as point, that is arrow mark, this called, these two are called as member selection operators. These two having the highest priority. And next one is called as postfix increment. We know that already postfix increment, correct? So let's take out this one as a plus plus, if we given as a plus plus or a minus minus. These two called as postfix increment and postfix decrement, and these two are having that highest priorities, these all. And compared to these alls, these all are in the same rows, so that these all are having equal priority. So when we have to evaluate the expressions associativity, correct, this operator will be evaluated as left to right. It's nothing but first you have to complete as left part, then you have to traverse to right part. That means the right to left you have to traverse, sorry, left to right you have to traverse. So postfix expression having the highest priority compared to others. Let's take one simple example about postfix expressions. I will evaluate here. And the next one we called as unary operators. The first one is called as size of. which gives the size of the each and every data types. And the next one is ampersand symbol, which indicates that, which gives the pointer operator. That means that it gives the address of the operand. And the next one is asterisk symbol. It's nothing but one of the pointer operators, and followed by plus minus called unary operators. And another one is tilde symbol, is called as, that is one's complement, bitwise complements. And another one is exclamatory symbol, is called as not operators. And again we have plus plus and minus minus, it's called as prefix operators. And this operators is very lower than the previous one. That means that the first one having this order as 1, this is nothing but true. That means that 1 is nothing but higher priority and 2 is nothing but lower priority. And in these rows, these all are having the same priority. And when we have this expression, we have to combine dash, that is right to left. Now we'll go to one simple example about this, that is postfix and as well as prefix. Let's take one simple expression here. I'm taking as expressions like that. Let's see is one I given as plus plus star p. This is one kind of expressions. And there is another expression I'm taking as star p plus plus. I'm taking as like this. You see the expressions here, both are called as increment, as well as pre and as well as post. So here I use it as plus plus and asterisk, that's nothing but pointers. So this is called unary operators. This is unary increment, that is pre-increments. Now see this one. So here there are two kind of operators available. One is that pre-increment, another one is pointer operators. You see this one, row number 2. So this it is pre-increment as well as the pointers. These two are having the same precedence. That means that these two are having the same priority. So if you have the same priority, either we can traverse, that is left to right or right to left, and mostly we can conclude that it's right to left. So that is called associativity. How we can traverse the expression called as associativity. So this expression we have to grouping, nothing but we have to bind. So with this expression will be which is having the highest priority, so we have to traverse as right to left. Both are having same priorities, that is plus plus and as well as pointer, both are having same priority. So we have to traverse the associative as right to left. So if you traverse right to left, this expression can be evaluated as like that, that is star p, which will be considered like that. First pointer value will be initialized and that one will be incremented later. So this will be evaluated like that. And suppose if you have the expression like that, that is star p plus plus, that means that pointer variable again I use it as plus plus. So it is called as post increment. You can see the table here, the post increment is 1 and the pointer operator is which is there in the 2. So definitely we have know that one, that the post increment have the highest priority compared to pointer operators. So already we said about this one, which operator having highest precedence, that will be evaluated first, and which will be lower one, that will be evaluated second one. So this expression will be rewritten as like that. So first we have to write as so this one will be written as, that is p plus plus, it will be grouped as, and then pointer will be added. So it is called as precedence. So it means that the postfix have the highest precedence compared to asterisk, that is pointer variables. Do you understand this one? I hope that you can understand very clear. Later we will see about the simple example about this one. And the next one we will go for multiplicative operators, that is called as arithmetic operators, multiplications, division and model operators. So these are all called as priority 3, and as well as this particular row have the same priorities. All this arithmetic operator will be evaluated as left to right, that means that associativity is left to right. So when we have the expression like that, that is nothing but a into b divided by c. This expression contains two different operators, multiplication and as well as divisions. Multiplication and divisions are higher priorities as well as, and it all have the same priorities as the row number 3. So it is have the same priority here. All two are having the same priorities. So when the expression contains the same priorities, we have to see about the associativity. So whether you have to traverse as right to left or left to right. If it is same priority, we have to traverse as left to right. If it is left to right, which will be included first one, that means that A into B will be evaluated first one. This will be evaluated first. Once we get an answer, it will be divided into C. So this division will be included as second one. So expression will be traversed as left to right. This is called as multiplicative. And next one, that's called as, again is additive operator, that is called as arithmetic operator, is called as fourth one. Plus and minus. Plus and minus having the same priorities, as well as in arithmetic it is called as lowest priority compared to multiplication and divisions. The same expression I can rewrite like that. Let's see about this one. So here I can rewrite as plus D and minus E. So I have written some expressions, that is A into B divided by C plus D minus E. So here there are two different combinations of operators, higher one as well as lower one. And here the multiplications and divisions, these two are called as higher precedence, that means they are high priorities. And plus comma minus, these two are lowest priorities. So there are two different expressions available, operators. One is the higher one and as well as lower one. So in expressions, first you have to see about precedence, then you have to see about associativity. Precedence nothing but priority. So in this expression, which is our highest priority, multiplication and divisions, which is higher one. So these two must be completed first. After that, we have to go with the lowest priority, plus and minus. Now, here there are two highest priority operators available, multiplication and as well as divisions. In expression, if two operands are having the same priorities, that means that if two operators are having the same precedence, we have to see about the associativity now. So previously I have said this one. Here there are multiplication and division, both are having the highest priority. So we have to see about the associativity, nothing but traverse, that is left to right. So these two expressions we have to evaluate as left to right. So this expression you have to start from left to right. So first we have to complete as A into B. This will be evaluated first one. And whatever the answer we are getting, that will be divided by C. So this will be completed as 2. And once you completed this all, now we got some answer as, let us assume as X. Now plus D minus E. A into B divided by C, let us assume the answer is X value. So X plus D minus E. Now there is only two symbols, that is plus and minus. This plus and minus called as same priority. Plus and minus having same priority. So we have to see about the associativity. So plus minus associativity is left to right. Again you have to traverse from left to right here. So first you can evaluate as X plus D. If you get some answer, that answer will be subtracted from E. So this is the way we have to calculate as precedent as well as associativity. Correct? So in every expression, first you have to see about the precedence. If you have the same precedence in the expression, we have to look into the associativity, either left to right or right to left. So precedence is higher one, first you have to complete that one first. And precedence is lower one, that will be evaluated later. Let's go for next one. Likewise, we have that bitwise shift operators, that's called a left shift and right shift operators. So here the bitwise operators, we have different kind of bitwise operators, that is left shift and right shift, bitwise and bitwise or, bitwise exclusive or, and as well as bitwise ones complement. These are all called bitwise operators. So compared to other bitwise operator, the left shift and right shift operator have the highest priorities and as well as lower than the arithmetic. So because already we have arranged like that, so this is called as orders. The priority is decreasing like this, and as well as these two are having the same level. So if it is same priority, we have to see about the associativity, and this one is also left right. And next one is called relational operator, that is sixth one. Relational operator, whereas different relational operators available, less than, greater than, less than or equal, greater than or equals, and these all have the same priorities, and it can be evaluated as left right. And the next one is equal and not equal. This also called as one kind of relational operators. Compared to less than symbols and greater than symbols, equal not equal symbol is lower than, so it is called as 7-1. And the next one is bitwise sign, bitwise XOR, bitwise OR, and logical AND. These all lower levels. Still we can reduce one. Suppose this is one last one, that is called as assignment operators. Assignment operators are with the lowest priority compared to remaining all. And after that there is one more operator is called as member separation operators, comma. And let's see about these assignment operators. So these assignment operators we given as associativity as right to left. That means that if you return any expressions A equal to B plus C, if you return any expression like that, this is assignment operator as well as plus. There are two operators available, equal and as well as plus. Let's see the table here, which is coming first one. So here we have additive operators, that is plus symbols. This is higher one, that is fourth one. And this equal operator is lower one, that is the last one. So here, which is higher one, that is plus is higher one, and equal is lower one. So first we have to complete as higher one first. So whatever the value is given for B and C, it must be evaluated first one. Let us assume this one, this answer will be D. So I given as A equal to D. This answer is, let us assume as a D. Now we have only single operators, that is equal. If you have equal symbols, then you have to see the associativity right to left. That means that whatever the value is available on the right side, it will be assigned to left side. That's called associativity of these operators. And the last one is member selection operators. It also from left to right. From left to right, all the operand will be evaluated. So this table is making very clear that and clear picture, that is each and every expression we have to look into this one operator precedence and associativity. Precedence nothing but that is priority of the operators. Associativity nothing but how we can traverse the expression either left to right or right to left. When we can see about the associativity, in the same expression contain two different operators having the same precedence, at the time we can look into the associativity. Let's see about simple examples about the operator precedence and as well as associativity. So I have taken a simple expressions here, 10 plus 20 into 30. So there are two different operators, plus and minus multiplications. You have a plus and multiplications. So multiplication has highest priority and this plus is nothing but lowest priority. So expression will be completed higher one first. So here 20 into 30 is a higher one, that is completed first one, so answer is 600. And 10 plus 600 plus is nothing but only one operator is there, so final answer is 610. So here precedence nothing but in expression which is having higher one, that will be evaluated first one. Let's see next examples. Operator associativity. You see here in this expressions 100 divided by 10 plus 10. So here there are two operators available, division as well as multiplications. These both operators having the highest priority and as well as in same levels. Both are having same equal priorities. This also equal priority and minus the division also having same priorities. Both are having highest precedence. And when we have the same precedence, we have to look into this one associativity, that's called as left right. So for this multiplicative operators having the left right associativity. So first we have to go for the left right. First left value is 100 divided by 10. It will be evaluated first one. And answer will be multiplied into 10 again. So it's a go for left right associativity. So while seeing the expression we can understand easily. And suppose we have different combinations like this. That means that expression contains lowest one, higher one, and more higher operators there and more lower operators there. So here we have a symbol as plus, divisions, minus, and as well as multiplications. And Here in this one, these two are having the same levels, that is called as high level, and these two are having the lowest levels. So first we have to conclude that one, in each and every expressions, higher expression, that is highest precedence will be completed first one. So there are two highest precedence here, division and as well as multiplications. When we have the same precedence in the operators expressions, we have to look into the associativity. So here this multiplicative operators having this associativity as left to right. So from this expression we have to traverse as left to right here. So that means that which higher operator having coming first one, that will be completed first one. After completing this one, we have plus, minus and multiplications. Only we have three symbols. So here we have which is only higher one, that is multiplications. That is higher one first. So it will be completed now. Then later we have plus and minus. These two are lowest priority and as well as same precedence. If it is same precedence, we have to traverse as left to right. That means that this additive operator having the left right precedence, that is associativity. So we have traverse left right, which is coming first one, that is plus symbol. It will be completed first. Then at last we have only one symbol, that is minus. So expression will be completed now. So this is the way we have to evaluate our expressions. And we have to know some important points about this one. Associativity is only used when there are two or more operators of the same precedence in the same expressions. So if the expression contains more than same operator, that is operator having the same precedence, more number of operator having same precedence in expressions, at the time we have to taking care about the associativity. And next point, we can use the parentheses to change the order of evaluations. So already, as I earlier said this one, the parentheses are having highest precedence compared to remaining operators. So in expression if you have parentheses, that must be evaluated first. Later we can go with the remaining operators. And all the operators with the same precedence have the same associativity. That means that if you have the same kind of precedence, same operator must have the same kind of associativity. And precedence and associativity of postfix and are different. Postfix expression associativity is left to right, and prefix is nothing but right to left. And comma has the left precedence among all the operators. It should be used carefully. Comma is nothing but member separation operator. It goes always left to right. And here we cannot use any chaining operators like in Python. Like C here, C greater than B and B greater than A. It can be acceptable in Python but is not in C. If it is C, we must separate it like that. That is C greater than B, and we must use logical AND operator, and B greater than A. We must write like that. These are the important points we have to know before going to evaluate the expressions. And I have given a simple example here. Int array of equal to 10, 20, and I taken as int star p equal to array. That is, p is nothing but pointer variable which is pointing as address of the first element of the arrays. And I given as plus plus p. It is nothing but this expression contain as plus plus star p. So plus plus nothing but pre-increment, and star also nothing but pointer variable. These two are having this same precedence, and as well as it have the associativity as right to left. So this expression have the same priority, means we have to traverse right to left. So this expression can be considered as plus plus, that is star p. So whatever the first value is given as star p, nothing but that is address of first element 10. Now 10 is taken as plus plus star p, nothing but 10. Now plus plus will be evaluated first. Now second one, that is called as 11. So answer will be as, that is a of 0 will be 11 and 20, and star p is nothing but 11. Correct? Because plus plus operator, and that is pre-increment, and as well as pointer operator having same precedence. So we have to look into the associativity as right to left. Very simple examples. We go to next one. The same kind of examples, but the expression will be changed here. We given as star p plus plus. So we have two kind of operators. One is pointer another one is post increment. So already we know that one, the post increment is higher than the pointer operators. If it is higher one, that must be completed first. So this expression will be evaluated like that. First higher one is p plus plus. It will be completed as first one. After that, the value will be assigned to pointer star p. So this is one here, star p plus p. So answer is star p will be 20. Correct? That means that first we take increase the address. That means that p is pointing as first element address, and we are increasing the address value, so the p automatically going for this next address 20. Now this 20 address will be initialized as pointer, that is star p considered as 20. Go for next one. So again, star p equal to array element, that is p is pointing as first element address, 10 element address will be initialized, and I given as star plus plus p. So in these expressions there are two things, pointer and pre-increment. Already we will said about this one, these two are having the same precedence. If it is same precedence, we have traverse as associativity. So this one have associativity as right to left. So right to left nothing but this will be considered first one, and this will be his second one. So right to left means first plus plus p. Plus plus p nothing but we have to traverse the address. So p already is pointing a first element address, plus plus nothing but the p is pointing as address of 20. Now 20, address of 20, if you take a star p, nothing but 20 will be initialized to p. So here we will get answer as star p as 20 here. So this will be grouping as like that, star plus plus p. Correct? And whatever address is there in p, that means that p is pointing a first element address 10, and plus plus nothing but the p is going to point as address of 20. So this is the way we can evaluate our expressions. So here I am going to conclude these sessions here. So if you want to evaluate the expressions, we have to see about these two things. One is precedence and another one is associativity. If we have expression as highest precedence, that will be completed first one. The lowest precedence will be completed as second one. That means the evaluations. In expression, if two operators have the same precedence, we have to look into the associativity, either left to right or right to left. Then you can easily to complete our expressions. So these are some reference book and web links I given to refer these operator precedence and as well as associativity. Thank you.